Let me take you to another issue that is seen as one of the core statutory responsibility of the National Emergency Management Agency, and that's the plight of the IDPs. Recently, this has been accused as being a conduit by some stakeholders and people in position of authority to siphon funds meant for the IDPs.
Yeah, of course it was. When I first came in April, end of April, what I made was 4.6 million naira in the account of NEMA. I was also faced with 1.8 million IDPs, according to some census. I was faced with also international partners declaring that their inflow has reduced drastically, and therefore that will affect the areas they cover. So this issue was tabled before the chairman of the council, the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Osibanjo, who was then the acting president. As a responsible government, he took it seriously. Within a week or two, instructed and or rather approved the release of 30,905 metric tons of assorted grains with heavy, huge logistic requirement, which NEMA quickly responded to. As I'm speaking to you, I can confidently tell you that issue has been taken care of. There are no issue of hunger for now.
Could you bring us up to speed about the allegation on diversion of food items and other relief materials meant for the internally displaced?
That happened last year. It has been investigated by relevant agencies, the EFCC and others. It's not my work to investigate criminal practices.
What structure are you putting on ground to ensure that food and other relief items are not being diverted?
It's simple. We're in 21st century. We quickly deploy technology. We quickly deploy techniques. I am an engineer, to ensure that all grains, moving grains, are well guarded, protected against menace of bad people, and they were delivered directly to NEMA store and distributed accordingly. Not a single bag of grain today during my tenure that has been reported that missing. I can proudly, glory be to the God, that nothing like that had happened during my time, and it will not happen by the special grace of God.
What about the allegation of diversion of food items and other relief materials from NEMA?
That has been taken care of. I told you, enough food has been delivered.
So, are you telling us that now there is free access to the IDP camps?
No, anywhere they go, they get the information they need. They have free access. They reported how successful was this operation, and if you follow the activities, this is the information that you will get.
There is a report that there is a restricted access to the IDP camps.
Anywhere we go, anywhere we are, even to Banki, we went with Channel, we went with NTA, we went with non-representatives. Wherever we go, the press are there. Even where they cannot move, we provide the necessary security they need for them to move, and they went.
What are you doing to address the increasing surge of IDPs in the country? We understand that it has risen from 1.2 million to now approximately 2 million IDPs in the country.
The 1.2 million you are talking, it was early last year.
Early last year.
Yes, it has been consistent at 1.8 million, but a little coming down because now we moved those that are interested. It's already made clear to the IDPs to move to their respective location. Those also that moves across the border from Niger, Chad, and Cameroon, we provide vehicles for them to move them to their respective states. So the number of IDPs in the camps is reducing. Provision are being made by the government to relocate them. As I am speaking to you, all hands are on deck to rehabilitate the IDPs so that we create a better environment for them.
What are you doing about the trend of returnees. You've had quite some handfuls from Libya recently, about over 200 just recently. So what are you doing to address the plight of these people?
Well, the last one was 250, I must correct you. So what we do, we mobilize our personnel. They are already positioned to receive them. We receive them in a more humane and dignified way. We provide them with their transport back to their locations. We provide them with necessary medical requirements they need. We also provided them with the buses that convey them from the airport to the camp where we station them for profiling. So all this have been taken care of by NEMA, and it's going on very well.
Now, there is a clear and present challenge, and that's the task of returning these returnees to their loved ones. What are you doing about this?
We do that in collaboration with our IOM. IOM, yes, International Organization for Migration.
Okay.
So they provide the airlifting from Libya to Nigeria. We receive them in Nigeria in the condition and way and manner I explained to you earlier on.
Now, when you look at the status of these returnees, you will discover that they have quite a substantial number of female, children, and even pregnant women in these numbers. What are you doing to provide the necessary psychosocial support to these people?
This is what I'm saying. We have all the necessary personnel, include paramedics, facilities, station where we receive them, and we provide all the necessary services needed for their comfort before paying for their transport back to their locations.
You have the trend, the constant trend, the increasing surge of returnees from Libya, which has risen up to 2,232 returnees from March 2016 till date. How are you dealing with this?
Yeah, we don't keep them. It's easy. We only receive them in a way and manner I explained to you, and disperse them to their various states in a dignified way.
You may also join in this conversation by sending us your comments on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Coming up on Question Time, setting the record straight on the federal government efforts in dealing with the challenges of climate change.